Tom Thibodeau, after 5 seasons with the organization, will be fired by the New York Knicks, following getting eliminated in the conference finals by the Indiana Pacers. And well, my reaction to this is, well, the firing of Tom Thibodeau doesn't really make too much sense to me. As for one, I mean, he's overachieved. He's done a great job at overachieving with the Knicks, being able to reach new heights with the team, and ultimately this year getting to the conference finals for the first time since the year 2000, and in the process getting past the defending champions, Boston Celtics. I mean, and also another factor that could play a factor in the coach's firings, the locker room. There was never really anything that suggested that he had issues with the locker room that could have suggested a firing to come. And also, on top of that, there's the factor of how the East is going to be next season, which could also play a factor in why he was fired. So, I mean, you could choose with that one. But on the side of not firing him is because, well, the East next season should be pretty much wide open. As for one, you got teams like the Boston Celtics who won't be as good as they have been due to both Jason Tatum being out with a torn Achilles injury, and with the possibility of Jaylen Brown potentially getting a knee surgery, and then also factoring in the fact that they're gonna have to move off of 1 or even 2 rotation pieces, whether that's Kristaps Porzingis and or Derek White or Drew Holiday to relieve themselves of the second apron hellhole that they're in. And then you got the Milwaukee Bucks, who, as you may have heard, there's a likelihood that Giannis could be out of Milwaukee. But even if he sticks around, the roster around him won't be that good, due to the fact that, well, one, Damian Lillard is going to be out with a torn Achilles for pretty much the whole season. You got the Brook Lopez, whose age is starting to catch up to him. Kyle Kuzma, who's a shell of his former self, or best self. Then Bob Portis, who was probably the best player on that floor, not including Damian Lillard. But even he, there's been some inklings of maybe he could be in the trade market, perhaps. And then you got the Pacers, but they should still be in the same spot they are at now, being contenders. And then you got the Knicks, the focus of this video. Well, if they can make the right response move from this by upgrading, they should still be in a similar spot they are right now. So, I mean, this factor I can see both sides of this one too. And another factor of this firing I could understand and justify is that there's an upgrade it's going to be an upgrade in the open market by the name of Michael Malone, who has achieved the Larry O'Brien Trophy, something that Tom Thibodeau hasn't yet to achieve so far in his career. And with Michael Malone's style of coaching and how the New York Knicks culture is and the New York culture itself, I can make a lot of sense to why you bring in a Michael Malone, as he fits that kind of coaching style, being like a hard-nosed kind of guy. That just sounds like a New York Knicks coach to me. So, if they were to go that route, which I believe they will, it makes sense then, because it's a simple upgrade to a team that's already right at the cusp of maybe getting a finals appearance next season. Who knows? But I mean, I would trust Leslie on Rose with this, as she's done a tremendous job so far as the GM or president with the roster construction, bringing this team from basically a laughingstock a few years back to now looking like how they used to be in the glory days before the 2000s. And so I would be very surprised if one of his very few mistakes would be an unforced error. And well, anyways, that's just my thoughts and reactions to the Tom Thibodeau firing this afternoon. And just like that, we have 3 playoff coaches in the open market: Taylor Jenkins, Michael Malone, and now Tom Thibodeau. Man, this is gonna be one heck of an offseason. I'll tell you what. Yeah, well, I'll be here to cover it all. Try and cover it all down the pipeline. So stay tuned, as I got a lot more to come. But that's all for now. Thanks for listening and watching. And have a blessed day. Good night.